Christine Gravel, Ricestonville, sharing a special moment with you. Um, we went out for supper last night as a family with my husband and my two kids and I. And when we were sitting down at the table, the waitress came over. So this was a restaurant that we'd been to a few times, however, not a lot. But the one thing that the waitress said, she said, "I remember you guys. You guys are the kids that are really polite." And she remembered them because that behavior had stood out for her. All that to say is that I felt really proud in that moment, and so did they, for the fact that they'd been singled out and noticed for being well behaved. I'm threading into something that just happened though. My kids are out in the backyard with a couple of friends swimming, and my son, I just happened to be joining near a nearby area, and I overheard him laughing at his friend who's a couple of years older at the fact that he is developing a little mustache. Okay, so hitting puberty. And my son thought it was quite interesting that in that moment his, the little facial hair was starting to show, and he was laughing. However, he went on a little bit too long, and then he started saying, "Hey, look, he's got a mustache." And so in that moment, I thought, you know what? I'm going to go out there and I'm going to intervene. I went out and I said to my son, "Do you think that he appreciates you speaking about him and laughing at him like that?" And my son said, "No." And I said, "You apologize to him and tell him you're sorry." So he apologized, and I said, "You keep this light and fun. This is about getting together and having a fun time, not about teasing one another." So even though my son is going to be going through that himself, and his friend had said that, my son still kept needling him. And although he thought it was funny, my job as a parent is to keep an eye on my kids and make sure that they treat people respectfully. So the stuff that happened in the restaurant last night, where my kids were identified as having good manners, that's in part to the fact that I'm keeping an eye on them, and I'm making sure that they treat people respectfully and they talk to one another in nice ways. So I just thought I'd share that with you. I'm a proud mama moment, but I'm not taking my eyes off my kids who are growing, and they need to interact with people in the world, and I want them to do that in a very positive way that treats people with respect. So Christine, over and out. Have a nice day. Bye.